Happy New Year!
Hello and welcome back to another video. Thank you for clicking on our channel. Today we are really excited because we are in Vietnam. We have been here in Hoi An for a little while. If you didn't see our first impressions video, then make sure to check it out. So we are very excited for today's video because we have been building up to it for a while. As soon as we landed in Vietnam around about a week and a half ago, we have seen preparations for Tet everywhere and we had no idea what it is. So we found out by speaking to some locals and doing some research that it's actually the biggest celebration here in Vietnam. So it is their Chinese New Year, their Lunar New Year, and it is a big celebration. Think Christmas and the New Year all together. So we have seen many people preparing for it over the last week, and now tonight is the main celebration, and then there will be a big holiday for the next week. So we are really excited to go out and see some locals enjoying their favourite holiday of the year and hopefully have an amazing time.
Behind us is some kind of shrine, and there are lots of families in there taking pictures and wearing their best clothes. I have got my red shirt on to celebrate Tet as well. It's absolute chaos out here right now. We were walking around the same street earlier and it was virtually empty. I think all of the families were having meals or something together, but right now everyone is out and it is very busy.
We've come down to the main canal, which is always super busy but super beautiful. Even if it's not New Year, there are always lanterns, boats and people walking over the bridges, and it is absolutely beautiful. My camera does not do it justice at all, just the different colours reflecting off the water, amazing. We are home now. We need to tuck Aiden into bed because he is still really ill. We keep saying in our videos we've been ill for probably about a week now. It's just feeling kind of worn down, so it's nothing to worry about, just kind of like feeling all coldy, but that's okay. We are going to meet you back in the morning ready to enjoy Tet some more. So tonight is the main celebration. You can see everyone walking around just with their family, everyone in such a good mood.
But the celebrations carry on for at least a few more days, so hopefully we can see a lot of it tomorrow as well. Oh, it's like Scooby-Doo. It's the next morning now. We had so much fun last night walking around and watching everyone celebrating Tet. We are just on the way to get some brunch now.
I think Hoi An was one of the best places we could have been to see it because it is so beautiful here anyway. So on top of that, with all the kind of the lights and decorations for Tet, has been really nice to see. I'm just looking at it.
So today we don't actually really have a plan. We're just going to walk around and talk about Tet and our experiences and give you some information, some facts about it. There are lots of traditional dishes that the Vietnamese people will eat during Tet.
And one of them that is really famous is kind of like a sticky rice cake inside. Sometimes it can be sweet, sometimes pork and meat, and then it's all wrapped in banana leaves. So we've been looking around trying to find some and can't find any anywhere. Maybe they make them at home, which is why we can't find any.
The only time we've actually seen this dish is when our guest house brought it to our room for us to try for some reason.
Yeah, a really nice kind of random act of kindness. They just wanted to share with us. They brought us some candied coconut, which is really nice, and then this sticky rice cake. So we wanted to get another one to try it and have it on video and maybe try a different one, but we could not. So we've tried to find the next best thing, which is this sweet potato cake with coconut in it. I'm not too sure. It looks quite stodgy. I'm gonna give it a try anyway. It's very stodgy. A little bit dry, a little bit powdery, kind of sweet. It's what you would expect. It's okay, but not the rice cake that we wanted. Although it is really cool to see this amazing celebration and this festival, it has been quite hard as a tourist to basically be here.
Yeah, we've had some issues with transport and booking hotels. So for example, we flew from Saigon to Da Nang. We originally intended on getting either the bus or the train, but everything was booked and...
Completely.
Yes.
From what we can gather, Tet is a time to spend with your friends and mostly your family. So lots of people that possibly live in the cities return home to their family. So transport, that is the reason why transport is so hard. The price gets hiked up, all the seats get booked on the buses and the trains. Even we have heard some people not being able to get seats on flights because they are just fully booked.
The issue with that is the people who would be driving the buses and the trains are celebrating with their family, but there's still the same amount of tourists here who aren't celebrating and want to travel around the country.
Another point on that is the accommodation. So the guest houses, a lot of them close because they don't want to be working. It is not a good thing to be working during Tet. Everyone likes to take the week off.
One of the main beliefs of Tet is that however you spend the Tet holiday, that's how the rest of your year will go. So they don't want to be working during Tet because they don't want to be working during the year.
Yeah. So we've been battling, trying to find places to eat, trying to find places to stay. There are a lot of places open, but they seem to be the more touristy ones, which are of course more expensive, which doesn't really work well with our budget. But we've just about managed. It is a little bit trickier. So be warned, this is us telling you it is beautiful to come and see it, but it's a little bit harder to travel during this new year.
So as you saw, we just tried to book our transport out of Hoi An back to Da Nang, but we were told that it's actually booked at the moment, so we'll have to come back in a few days and try again. So we were just walking around and ended up in this completely random cafe that happens to have a fake train built into it for some reason. It's modelled after a Korean train. I have no idea why. Thank you.
Another thing that you should bear in mind when you are traveling during Tet is that they view it as their peak kind of seasonal time, so they whack the prices up. I've seen it 15%, what else has it been? That place was
30%.
Yeah, extra on top. So the first time we were a bit surprised, now we're quite used to it. They obviously don't tell you before you order, they only say afterwards. So it's a little bit cheeky, but we understand it because they should be off on their holidays, but they're still working. Just bear in mind.
We're pretty much back at our homestay now, so we are going to end the video here.
Thank you very much for watching. As always, hope you enjoyed it. It's been very talkative, but we just wanted to share this really cool experience. We feel as if it was very lucky that we were here at this time. We didn't really prepare or plan to be here at this time. It's just been a little bit more difficult, but see what you think, see if it's worth it, and make sure you research these kind of things before visiting.